Alrighty guys, today we got another coaster review. This is of White Lightning at Fun Spot America in Orlando, Florida, just a few short minutes away from Universal Studios. So I'm going to get into the full layout, get into the pros and cons, and give it an overall final score. So this is a Great Coasters International wooden roller coaster. So what that means, it was manufactured by a company not formerly known, a company more well known as GCI. They make lots of wooden coasters with twister layouts, surprise airtime moments, lots of bank turns, but this is a little bit different. This is one of the first GCIs to feature an out and back layout. What that means is instead of twisting all around itself and having loads of bank turns everywhere, it just kind of goes out, and it's full of airtime hills. It goes out to a certain section, has a turnaround point, and then returns straight back to the station with no extra turns in between it or anything. And it is an L-shaped, so it's a GCI, so you're going to be getting that curved drop. This is a very, very small roller coaster. It stands at a height of 69 feet, reaches a top speed of 43 miles per hour. So the thing about this coaster is that it is a family coaster. Families are going to be in love with it. I ranked it my #1 family coaster that I've ridden. Go check out that video. Link will be in the description. This is a kick-butt roller coaster. Even compared to a lot of steel coasters and a lot of other large coasters that I've been on, this thing rocks. This is in my top 10. And I'm pretty sure after I go to Six Flags Great Adventure, I'm very confident that it will remain in my top 10. This ride is that good. Just loads and loads of airtime. The amount of airtime you receive on this thing is crazy. This is the second best airtime I've received on any coaster. Only second to Lightning Rod. So that's really saying something. Now, if this thing were just a little bit taller, a little bit faster, and a little bit longer, or if they added some bank turns as like a finale, I think this could possibly be in my top 5. It is that good. Now, of course, there are the cons to this coaster, which is the height, speed, length, and everything that I said before. But one thing I would like to see more of is bank turns. GCI does a great job of doing coasters with loads and loads of bank turns. One example of that is Thunderhead. Thunderhead has some amazing bank turns and lots of surprise airtime moments. Now, the thing about this coaster, it is an out and back, so you're not really going to be getting many bank turns. There's one on the turnaround, but that's the really only outstanding-ish one. Yeah, but like I said, if this were just taller, faster, longer, definitely my top 5. It's your typical Millennium Flyer train, so the trains are going to be really nice, some nice couches. One thing that I like to do on GCIs is I like to stick my gut out a little bit, so there's some extra breathing room so you can get more loads of airtime. That's what I did. I did ride it in the back row, but let me just say, this thing is ridiculously smooth. This is smoother than more than half the steel coasters I've been on. I think this probably makes my top 10 smoothest coasters, even when compared to steel ones. So that is, wow. Hats off to you, GCI. But the reason why it's so smooth, I think, is because of the steel support structure. It's not gonna not gonna have much of not as much of a vibration or a rattle in a way. I feel like the steel kind of controls that. But the thing is, it's not gonna feel as alive. The reason why I love Thunderhead so much is that it feels like it's alive. It feels like it's moving with the wind, and it feels like the rain, and it feels like it breathes and lives like a tree. But this thing, however, it just felt like a steel coaster with a small rattle. That's all it really felt like, to be honest. But I mean, it is a family coaster, and that is going to make it smoother. So I mean, everyone in Florida is obsessed with smooth roller coasters, and if something isn't glossy smooth, they're going to freak out. So I mean, I could understand that. So what am I going to give this coaster What am I going to give this coaster on a score out of 10? I'm going to give it an 8.5. This is a fantastic family roller coaster. It just doesn't quite meet my expectations of intensity or length. Now, that being said, more parks need to install this. I would love to see one of these at Universal, Disney, Busch Gardens, or SeaWorld. any other of the major parks. I think Fun Spot is making a fantastic investment adding this one and then adding Mind Blower later this year, which I'm hoping to be one of the first people to ride Mind Blower. So anyways, what are your thoughts on this coaster? What are your thoughts on Invader, GCI's newest family coaster? Let me know if you guys would like to see one of these at your home park. And be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.